Well, the Enterprise is on course to another mission after having survived an outbreak of a virus. When suddenly Spock comes down with it. Oh boy, and it's deadly, and the normal treatments won't work because he's Vulcan and all that sort of stuff. So Bones says, oh, he needs this medication. Too bad we don't have any. So they got to rendezvous with another ship. Now, the ship design looks similar to earlier designs they had when they had these robot ships that were they're basically just cargo hauling vessels. But this one has a crew, so it's full of dilithium crystals and it's on its way. But it also has a shipment of this medicine. So the Enterprise said, hey, we'll rendezvous with you so we can get some of that stuff and help Spock out. And, yeah, okay. So then you cut to the freighter ship, the Huron, and so you get to see another crew. Now, in this one, like in the old show, when you went to another ship, they didn't have the same little badge on their shirts. The Enterprise, that was just for the Enterprise. Since the series and this cartoon series, I guess they've abandoned that completely, where everybody in the Federation has that badge. I don't know. What do you do, and this one, it's just basically a star on their shirt. It's like, come up with some other design. I can't remember. I have to go back and look at the zoo episode, because they had these other crewmen that they rescued, what their badges look like. But that was just the thing. And then since the movies and onward, they just went with because it's for branding purposes and whatnot. It's the recognizable design, and that's just the way it's been ever since. So I suppose just to fill in the blanks and say, well, there's been a lot of time warping and time travel, and things get altered, and so something happened and it's not the same anymore. Yeah, whatever. So everything's fine, you just got to rendezvous with this ship. But, oh, yeah, we cut to the Huron, and guess what? They get attacked by Orion pirates. Now, in this episode, it's all men. But of course, it was always talked about the Orion slave girls, who are these super nymphomaniac green women. And I just assumed that the Orions were all green, but these guys are blue. And since then, they've had male Orions show up in like Enterprise and whatnot, and they're all green. So it's just a cartoon. So, but who's to say they didn't have blue guys too? So anyway, they want the cargo, they want the dilithium and all that. So they attack the Huron and steal their cargo. And so the Enterprise shows up. And, oh man, someone stole all the stuff, and they rescue the crew, and they take off after the Orion ship, and they have a showdown there. And Kirk says, all right, look, we're just going to forget about you attacking this ship and stealing the dilithium. All we want is the medicine, and I'll agree to just ignore that this event happened. Because the problem with the Orions is that they have a state of neutrality, so as not to invoke any aggression from the Federation. Well, if they're attacking Federation ships, it's not really neutral anymore, and so that disrupts their, diplomatic immunity or what have you. So the Orions, they ostensibly say that, oh yeah, we'll agree to Kirk's terms and meet on an asteroid and have the exchange or whatnot. But in truth, they're like, we can't trust him, and we can't outpower the Enterprise, so we'll just self-destruct and taking them out too, so that no one will know what happened, because we got to protect Orion's neutrality. So that's their plot, and that's what he's trying to do. But of course, Kirk gets the drop on him and manages to beam him and himself back to the Enterprise, so he can't, trigger his plan. And so that's that. So boy, I guess after this, the Orion's neutrality was in jeopardy. Of course, they could just disavow these guys and just say, well, they're criminals, you know, something like that. So they could have just thought of that instead of, hey, let's blow ourselves up and everything. So anyway, but then, I mean, they'd been captured and, you know, interrogate them and all that, and they'll know stuff. But yeah, I'm sure the Orions would just say, yeah, these were criminals, and we disavow them or whatever. So anyway, they get the medicine, it works, and Spock's fine. And then it ends on a cheesy joke. It kind of falls flat. And that's about it. So basically, a good little adventure for the Enterprise in this, and dealing with the Orions. And we never got to see an Orion ship, so you get one here. It's pretty weird looking. Not even sure how that works. But anyway, and then the cargo ship, which was kind of odd. It's just a bigger version of those robot ships, I guess. So, yeah, you get all that. But sadly, none of the crew members were wearing masks, you know. And look what happened to Spock. Okay. So anyway, there you are. The Orion pirates stealing from the Federation and nearly costing the life of Spock. But Kirk was on the job, so, of course, he lived to see another day.